Welcome back to Matchday Live. Full time at Villa Park. Aston Villa took all 3 points against Everton. The scoreline was 2-1 in the end, and there was plenty to talk about. It looked a bit quiet for the opening part of the second half, and then the game just sprung to life. Let's talk through it. Let's talk through the story of the game. And first of all, have a look at Danny Ings' goal, Darren.
Well, it's something they missed last week against Bournemouth. I mean, again, tracking, working hard. Dwight McNeil's had a funny first half. John McGinn wins the ball back, and it's one straight ball, and Ollie Watkins knows exactly what he's doing. He's on the shoulder, he gets him behind, but it's in this area here. He rolls in, it's a good ball across, but then it's all about Danny Ings. The first touch, the way it goes then past the Corey, and the left foot finish. I mean, you'd think he was naturally left-footed, but this is the one, I mean, Shay will probably talk about the two fullbacks.
The two wing-backs are very high here for me, Seemingly. You're away from home the first 20 minutes, half an hour at Villa Park. You've been nice and solid, sitting in the low block. Now the ball breaks down, there's 2v2 at the back. The Corey vacates the number 6 position as well, and away from home now, especially Everton's record from last season, one of the worst in the league, joint with Norwich. They're very open now away from home, and obviously Watkins does brilliant. And the touch, as Darren said, is in the second touch, and the finish is just brilliant, because I think Ramsey's arrived, maybe he can lay it off. But as a striker, I'm sure, Benty, you've been there on many occasions.
Yeah, my left.
Your eyes light up, don't they?
I'm not quite sure my left foot finish would have been as crisp as that, but I think you can quite clearly see, even from that goal there, that it's been quite direct and quite obvious what Aston Villa had to do, because you saw Everton were in such a tight low block, there was not a lot of space there, but the moment they won the ball back, you had Ings spinning one side, Watkins spinning down the other. The ball from McGinn was perfect, they worked it really well. It's one to Aston Villa. Technique-wise, how difficult is that to execute? Because he had to do quite a lot, didn't he? He had to turn, he had to have the control and find the back of the net. It was almost like when you looked at the way his body position was and the way he controlled the first one, the moment he got hold of the ball, he was going for one thing and one thing only, and that was the score. He wasn't looking to pass it, because as we said, he had Jacob Ramsey coming onto it, who couldn't have finished it, but he turns the first one, and then it's just the way he kind of opens his bodies out and smashes it with kind of a side foot lace finish. But Jordan Pickford's got to try and see between two bodies. He can't see it, but it's a really, really good finish from Danny Ings, and he's looked really, really sharp this first half. Yeah, as I said, really good goal. Dwight McNeil again, mixed afternoon, but John McGinn, really good ball. Straight over the top for Ollie Watkins, who was on the shoulder, ready to go, and it was all about, again, the front two combining really well. Watkins driving inside, cutting it back, but then it's all about Danny Ings. Really good first touch. Goes past the Corey the second touch, but it's the finish. He's a little bit unsighted, but he knows exactly what he's going to do. But as I said, it's something they've clearly worked on. You can see it's 2v2. Ollie Watkins, the moment John McGinn wins that ball, he's there on the shoulder, he's in behind. He drives, I think it's Connor Cody, but then it's about Danny Ings. Gets the first touch under control, goes past the Corey. Really, really good finish. You could just watch that goal over and over again.
I think it's individual brilliance there at the end. You know, we're thinking, because he's going to lay it off to Ramsey, or Coutinho's in there as well, he's going to lay it off to him. But real striker's instinct, real confident player, and a brilliant finish on his weaker left foot. And then, of course, we saw Buendia double the lead. Talk us through how this came about. Yeah, Onana just come off the bench, and I feel for him, because he looks a very good player for Everton, gets dispossessed in midfield, and now it's 2v2. Buendia's very positive. Lays Watkins in, and it's a fantastic ball across the goal. He nearly actually misses it at the end. He nearly does his best to do a Darren Bent special and put it past the post, but he sneaks it in, as I say. Onana's just, but maybe a bit cold off the bench, overplays it in midfield. And now Everton bang in trouble, and he was super positive, runs at the back too there, and then he lovely little pass into Watkins, and it's hard position there. I can tell you from that position there, being in Ollie Watkins' head, he will be absolutely fuming that the pass has been overhit, because if Buendia leaves it into his path, his first touch and then the shot on goal, I mean, he'd be happy, of course, that he's set up Buendia for that second goal. But as a centre forward, he's thinking he wants to get himself a goal. He's worked really hard. Yeah. That little bit of quality from Buendia, obviously, but still game. It's good from the manager as well. I talked with Steven Gerrard before. We talked about both managers. He made a fantastic substitution. I mean, Coutinho was probably quiet again today. Yeah. Brings Buendia and that second goal obviously is the match-winning goal in the end. So it's a good decision from Steven Gerrard. And then we thought it was over, but it wasn't, was it? No, again, Everton coming from behind. You said the stat before, like last season, but you have to say Everton again. They go 2-0 down. I don't know what it is. It's almost like they start playing properly once they go a couple of goals down. But Onana showed the pace and the power, and that's what we're going to see a lot this season. Going past people, great bit of skill on the byline, slides it across, and Luca Digne, unfortunately, can't sort his feet out. Alex Iwobi putting the pressure on, but Onana, it was a real welcome to the Premier League. Gives the ball away for Aston Villa's second goal, but then we saw what he's all about and why they spent so much money on him. The pace, the power, the tight control in tight areas, but a really, really good ball across the box. And Luca Digne, unfortunately, can't sort his feet out. Iwobi putting the pressure on, and Everton are back into it. Yeah, Onana certainly had an impact, didn't he, when he came on? Yeah, he looks the real deal. Actually, you know, I was surprised he didn't start today. As I spoke to Frank during the week about him. He's sitting training. He's been brilliant as well. So I'd imagine next week he'll probably be on the team sheet. But Everton had some chances, especially towards the end as well. They really huffed and puffed. This is Gordon going through and goal and. We spoke with great save from Martinez, but that block for me from Mings, you know, as a goalkeeper sometimes, this save is a very good save, but the guy taps it, and if your centre half switches off, it's a tap in and they get a draw. But we spoke again about Steven Gerrard making a decision. Did he make a mistake last week? He maybe hold his hands up and say they did. Puts Mings on the pitch and he saves his team there, 2 points, massive block.
You can quite clearly see as well that when Everton start to go a little bit more direct, they start to get more and more opportunities. I mean, Callum Chambers there, really good block. But that's why they missed Dominic Calvert-Lewin or a vocal point, because, as I said there, sometimes you can't play the good passing stuff where you 4 or 5 pass patterns of play. Sometimes you have to go to a little bit more direct. They do that at the end of the game. They leave Villa Park with a point.
Yeah, we've just seen another example of why Everton so badly are desperate for a striker. OK.